Hey, welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about a very subtle difference, but a difference nonetheless. One will produce results and one will not produce results. I have never known one to produce results, but I have known the other to produce great results for me and for many other people. So there are two different states when you are manifesting. There is trying and there is doing. And I briefly touched on this on my last video. So I'm going to explain the difference between trying and doing and why trying doesn't produce results. Right, this is trying. You feel like you're pushing against the current. You feel like it's an uphill battle. You feel like it's a bit of a chore. You are looking for results and you're not seeing those results. So you are thinking, what am I doing wrong? So you might be trying even harder with those actions that you're taking, or those internal actions that you're taking, you know, internal or external, sorry. Or you might be looking for something else, looking for that magic ingredient that is going to solve this for you. Okay, that's trying. Doing, you are doing. You are taking some action that you feel would be relevant action in order to lead you to this goal, maybe on the outside and maybe internally as well. So maybe you're saying affirmations and that kind of thing, but you're just doing it for doing its sake. You're enjoying the ride, you're enjoying life, you're getting on with your life as it is now. Well, whether you're enjoying it or not, you're still just getting on with it, and you are not constantly looking, but you are still regularly doing, regularly taking either external action or internal action, either, it doesn't matter. But you're doing it regularly, but you don't have that feeling of pushing uphill. You're just thinking, awesome, I'm taking some action here, so the chances are I'm going to achieve this at some point, but I don't know when that's going to be. So you might have the odd time when you think, nothing's moved much yet, but that's it. You're not bogged down with this feeling of pushing against the current. That's the two different energies, because an energy of trying is you are putting out a clear signal that you don't have this and you have to do this to get it, you have to do that to get it, but actually your frequency is, I don't have this. So of course you don't have this, and it goes on and you don't have it, and you keep trying because you've got this huge ball of resistance within you that is holding this thing away from you. All that reality is doing, it's not being cruel to you, it's not purposely withholding it from you, it's reading those feelings and it's giving you back what you're feeling. When you're doing and you're enthusiastic about it and you're optimistic and you're looking to the future in an optimistic way, not in a, oh my God, when's this ever going to happen way, then you'll imagine your frequency, just imagine the difference. So your vibration in each case and what your frequency is, you can just feel it, can't you, even talking about it? Then that is something different. That is you being optimistic about achieving this at some point. So you are going to achieve it, because the feeling you have is, I'm working towards this goal, I'm working towards it, and I'm taking the right action. So it's a whole different feeling state. And that is, so the universe, if every time I call it the universe, it doesn't feel right to me, but really, as a lot of you do, is just reacting to that. So in either case, it is reacting to what you are feeling. So when you're doing, it is not an issue, that is a manifesting state. But equally, you could be a non-doer when it comes to manifesting, and you could just put in the intention, talk to your subconscious, have a bit of a word with yourself, do a bit of positive self-talk, and then leave it at that. Internal action wise, that's fine too, because then you're in a less resistant state because you are more detached. So that's absolutely fine. Again, you can be in a doing state and still be detached. It doesn't mean you're attached to something if you're doing. You're only attached to it, really negatively attached to it, when you are in a try hard mode, because it's never happening. You are just never going to do it all of a sudden, unless in a split second you get a relief because you think, I just can't do this anymore, and you just release, and then it can happen. That's when it does happen, and you might think, oh, that try hard really did work. It's nothing to do with it, nothing to do with the trying hard, and everything to do with the release in that moment. So doing does not equal being attached. Trying does. You're attached to something showing up for you. You've maybe got a little bit so engrossed in the manifesting of it and wanting to see some results because you've tried really hard, that you've got, it's more that than anything else. So that becomes the goal, manifesting it rather than the goal itself, if you know what I mean. So that's the difference between those two things. And it may be, it's not even really that subtle, is it? It's subtle in the description of it, seems quite subtle, but actually there's a huge gulf between both of those things. So if you find that you're in a real try hard state and you know you're trying really hard, because you can feel that, a really quick way to to think about it is like, do I feel like I'm pushing uphill? Do I feel like I'm pushing a heavy trolley uphill? Something like that. And you'll know, the answer will be yes or no. And if it is yes, then okay, why don't I take the try hard out of it? Why don't I still want to do this because I don't feel good about not doing anything, but why don't I take the try hard factor out and stop looking for it and just do it for the sake of doing it? Get on with my life as it is now, because it is what it is, and I don't have a choice, so I might as well do it without that angsty feeling behind it, and just take the action, because why not? But if that still fills you with resistance, say, okay, I'm going to give myself a break. I'm going to give myself a 2-week manifesting holiday where I do nothing. I just concentrate on me. I look after myself. I just do all those nice things for myself and just really concentrate on feeling better. And then I'll go back to it with a different frame of mind. But it's all about that. If you can identify the difference between trying and doing, then you're onto a winner, really, because you can start from that point by realizing that. You have to at first be able to be honest with yourself and go, yeah, I am trying, and it hasn't produced results yet, so why is it suddenly going to produce results? I just want to explain the difference between somebody that's trying to get something and maybe they're taking all of the same action that somebody that is doing is taking, and they look at that other person and they think, well, they've had all this success and I'm doing exactly the same as they're doing, so why am I not having that success? Because they are not trying, they are doing. They've taken action, but without that try hard attitude, that fight attitude. You don't want a fight attitude, you want, let's just go for this, a determined attitude, optimistic, excited and all of that, but not a fight attitude, because then you're fighting with what you're already creating anyway. So that's the difference. When somebody is achieving and you're not, and you're doing exactly the same things, don't get frustrated, just go, okay, this is a good thing. I always see it as a very positive thing, because if they can do it, so can you. So it's quite good to see people doing well, because then you can go, well, there's no reason I can't do that. I've just got to shift that state away from trying. Anyway, I hope that this was useful. If you don't know anything about me, I'm an author. I wrote about the law of attraction. I am a mindset coach and I am a manifesting coach. Just pop along to my website, which I would probably put up at the beginning of this video, and just see what coaching options there are there. Thank you so much for watching.